Well, I'm back. I switched the camera back to basic 4K narrow, and I think that'll work out better for this situation. And I'll give you another view of the lake. Little mass of cattails there going by. And there's my bobber out there. And I think I'm gonna pull it in right now. So set you down here. Hopefully I give you a good view of what I'm doing. I don't like to fish on the way in. You know, I just pull it right in. I don't pull it in slowly because there's rocks on the shoreline and I don't know how far out they go. If you snag up your hook on rocks, you're done fishing until you put a new lure on. I forgot to check that battery. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, we're good on battery too. And that is the height I want at my head. Go up a little bit more. So, see how that looks. So, I want to get up lake, or up the lake there, kind of to get a good long drift. All right, here we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Should give me about a 15-minute drift. Now, if I caught a fish anywhere along this drift course, that's where I would concentrate my fishing. So there might be more there. Grab a drink of coffee here. It's a beautiful morning. The wind is good. You know, I wouldn't want it calm because then I wouldn't get a good drift in. And I got to keep an eye on that bobber, but I tried fishing right over here, and then this is where I caught a nice, well, a 1.5 foot northern, which ain't really too big. Maybe a pound and a half, so it wasn't a big northern. Wouldn't be worth it dressing it out. And I'm looking for a walleye. The bobber's not doing anything, but it's good to keep an eye on it because got to be prepared. Get everything set right if you catch a fish. You know, you don't want to set the hook too early or too late. That's the whole deal with fishing, is not scaring off the fish, but making sure he's got it in his mouth. Well, I'll drift a little bit farther. I'm not sure of the depth right there. You know, it could be real shallow. Sometimes you can tell by how the bobber is leaning. Right now the wind is kind of making it lean. And then the bobber will pull underneath water. If it's dragging too, it has a tendency to drag the bobber down if it's dragging on the bottom. That looks about good enough. I'm gonna pull in and do it again. A little bit slower wind might be best because then you get more of a drift. I probably only got 3-4 minutes on that drift. I try to mimic what the guys are doing in the boats, you know, the guys with the trolling motors and depth finders, all that stuff. So, yeah, that's about the limit of my cast. If I had a new line on, I could probably get another 10 feet out there. I found that out a couple years ago. The difference between new line and old line for casting is huge. You wouldn't think so, but so bring you up because I'm not sure if you can see that bobber. Oh, I can't see it on the viewfinder really. I think you probably can. But this is just about the end of the lake here. Around that corner and half a mile, it turns into the end of the lake. So, well, I wish I'd catch a fish for you, but we'll give it a try here. I gotta remember to reposition the camera if I'm pulling in a fish. I'm just gonna check my volume here. Oh, it looks good. I got a nice size muff on this mic. It's oversized, but I had to order a new one, and the ones they made are for a bigger mic, the barrel part of the mic. But I just hooked it over a part of the mount, and it sits there pretty nice. Air might escape, into there easier, but we'll see. Well, no fish today. Maybe I'll try a cast over where I caught that northern. Not that I want another northern. But it is a nice sandy shorelines, if that means anything. Compared to rocky here. But I don't know how far out this rock goes. I'm thinking it doesn't go very far, and then it just turns to a sand bottom. That's the deal with drift fishing, is you can't have weeds. It's not gonna, it won't work. And right now, this early in the year, the ice just went out officially on rainy. Just like a week ago. It's amazing how good the lake looks for being frozen over just weeks ago. Well, that's about as far as I want to drift, I think. I don't know if you can see it over there. Not that I'm catching anything or getting any bites on any particular spot. Yeah, that's enough. I'm pulling in. I'm not sure where to aim this, but come up a little bit.